Kyle here from All Media Reviews, here to do as brief as possible of the debut EP from the Radicant. The Radicant is Vincent Cavanagh of Anathema, formerly of Anathema's new project that the EP came out about a month ago on July 6th. I've been listening to it off and on the last month. And there's going to be a full-length debut album expected to come in next year in 2025. But for what this is, it's whatever it is, 23 minutes, 36 seconds. It's a pretty good EP, and I'm liking a lot of it. So I'll just get into it. It's whatever it is. It's 5 total tracks. There's a vinyl. It got issued on vinyl, so it's the first 3 tracks on the first side, on side A, and 2 tracks on the side B. We Ascend, the title track. The EP is called We Ascend, if I didn't mention that, but I think I did. But it's 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Zero Blue, at least it's known as Zero Blue, the NSS mix, is the second track at 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Anchor, the third track, or the last track on side A, is 3 minutes and 39 seconds. And then on side B, or the fourth track, Wild Step, 6 minutes and 17 seconds. And then the last track on side B, the second track, last track, Stowaway, is 4 minutes and 37 seconds. So yeah, I'm liking a lot of this. I didn't know what to really expect, even though I know Anathema. I liked their last record, which was now, it was 7 years ago, 2017, The Optimist. Of course, this is Vincent, his brother Danny, and some of the other members, the Douglas, are part of Weather Systems, which is, we also put a single, and their record's coming out I think it's September, but I would describe this album, or this EP, this collection of songs, as more like just like psychedelic, textured, ambient rock, I guess. Melancholy. I mean, the title track, the first track, is very gentle, with piano and vocals. You hear some brushes for the percussion of the drums. Very methodical tempo. A lot of this EP is methodical. Not all of it, but a lot of it is like slower tempo. But kind of dreaming is the right word. Etching, kind of, emotional, like chants. There's not a lot of actual lyrics to the vocals, but it gets kind of trippy towards the end on this track, and it sounds almost like wind chimes. So the second track, Zero Blue, it's more up-tempo, it's a little darker, and it sounds like drum loops and some other stuff. There's a lot of production on the percussion, the drums on it, which I describe this music. It's not really rock music. It's like, not really, it's electronic, but it's like electronic rock, indie-tronica. There's some other styles that seem to be explored, but I don't know. Zero Blue I think I like it a little more than We Ascend, just on a regular basis, because there's more energy to it, but I'm not as into it as some of the other tracks on here, but I still like it. So then the third track, or, Anchor, it's a very ambient track with quiet chants, the tonight lyrics. It's so, the slow tempo, and there's like, you hear piano. I love it when you get this atmospheric textures with piano in the background, especially. Very cinematic sounding. The line, until you're ready to dream. A lot of echoing and gated production on the drums, and some synthesizers are on this. But toward the latter half of it, you get some drums mixed with like a distorted, like the drums are distorted, or some other distorted, it's almost like static, over some vocal chants. I'm wondering if this is like kind of exploring stuff like dark wave or vapor wave. I don't know, like the whole wave, the styles of wave. But it's haunting. I like Anchor definitely more than the previous 2 tracks. So then we come to the Wide Step, Steppe, 6 minutes and 17-second track. This is my favorite track on this EP. Super atmospheric, female chanting. It's just, oh man, the layers start to build. Reminds me kind of Never Ending White Lights. Again, you get some static on here, but very sad, melancholy, almost like a turning of the tide in some story, like a realization, an ascension. Well, it's called We Ascend. Yeah, it sounds like it could be used in some, like, the ending of an episode of some drama or a movie. But yeah, great track, Wide Step. Definitely the biggest standout on this EP. So then the last track, Stowaway, I've liked more with the listening to this more and more. Again, another track with slow tempo, and the keys, it sounds like rain, or rainy keys. And it's interesting, it's raining out right now. But then in the lyrics, it's gonna rain when the sun goes down. You hear that echoing frequently. Vince is kind of very sympathetic, higher pitched. It's not really falsetto because that's close, almost like Sigur Rós in some ways. Almost sounds like Jonas from Sigur Rós, but echoes an atmosphere. It sounds like someone's trying to escape from something. A stowaway on a ship, of course, or this is the term stowaway, or on a plane. Someone who's not supposed to be, just kind of hanging out, trying to lay low, and but you have great dreamy harmonies in the background. The lyrics get repeated. It's gonna rain when the sun goes down. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a 23-minute EP, but honestly, because weather systems, because a lot of you call it drama, I guess. Unfortunately, like supposedly, Danny had tried to commit suicide a few years ago, and everything with COVID. And they had a tour planned and everything when COVID happened, so a lot of drama unfortunately unfolded. And all that stuff that's been the focus of what you've heard about Anathema the last 5 years since The Optimist. Even the feeling of The Optimist, a lot of fans didn't like it as much. And I mean, I'm not saying I like it as much as their previous 3 records, but I still liked it. But my expectations, unfortunately, my optimism, no pun intended, for the work of both Anathema, the members of Anathema, was not what it was a few years ago, in the mid-2010s especially, when they were kind of hitting on all cylinders. But I'm liking this. It's, the thing is, the last record, even on the one previous to The Optimist, Distant Satellites, they were starting to incorporate more electronic. And I think between the two brothers, I mean, other members of the band, but the Cavanagh brothers, Vincent and Danny wanted to do more rock music, and Vincent wanted to do more kind of electronic kind of stuff, and so maybe that suggests why the Radicant's going to be more of an electronic project. But it's good. The atmosphere. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of Vanavi too. There's Never Anyone Likes Vanavi. That atmospheric kind of soothing, very dreamy at points, very melancholy textures that you get. I'm a sucker for when it works, and again, I partly because I just didn't know if I expected a lot of this, and it turned out to be better than I expected. And so we'll see if the full length ends up being as good, if not better. I would hope so, but you just never know, I guess. But that song, The Wide Step, is definitely on my playlist for 2024. One of the best tracks this year. It's so surreal and just very good mood. I mean, I wouldn't listen to it every day, but for the right mood, it totally hits the spot. So, what do you think of the Radicant's new EP, We Ascend, the debut EP? What are your feelings on weather systems? I'd love to hear about that. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.